Good morning, Baltimore. That's the only words I know. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. I don't know what it is recently about, I've just been breaking out into Hairspray songs. Well, one or two lines of Hairspray songs because I don't know anymore. But I've been really singy lately. I thought I would quickly do a little updated skincare routine just because, I mean, it's going to be the shortest update in the world. Just because I had a couple of questions because my skin has been quite good recently, and obviously you guys know that I was suffering from a bit of eczema on my forehead. I just wanted to talk about how I've kind of combated that, and basically all it is I've completely stripped down my skincare routine. So for the most part, all I do is cleanse and moisturize. That is literally all I've been doing for the last, I want to say, 3 to 4 weeks. So I wet my face, I use my cleanser, which is this one, the Glow Hub Purify and Brighten Jelly Cleanser. I do quite like this, and it's really affordable. I got it from TK Maxx. I think it was like £8, £6 or £8 or something. It was really cheap, maybe £12, I don't know. But it was on the lower end of like the kind of pay scale when it comes to cleansers and stuff like that. The only thing which I think I might want to introduce into my skincare routine would maybe be an exfoliator, because I've never exfoliated my own skin. It's always been during like a facial or I don't know, something. I feel like I need to get a facial exfoliator, so any recommendations for that, please send them my way. I might start exfoliating. But basically I just use my cleanser, and then I just use my moisturiser, and that is it. And I've been using, to be fair actually, I've been using that LED mask from Current Body, and that has really been helping with like anti-aging and like the glow, and just, I don't know, I feel like it really does work. I have been seeing some noticeable differences. Now this is me just like washing my face. I haven't got any serums and stuff on to try and like create that like glow. Because I know sometimes I see people talk about their skincare, and or like I see TikToks where it's like, oh, I've got glass skin, blah blah blah, and I get that, but you have just loaded your face with products, so it is going to be a little bit shiny. But this is literally just me after washing my face. I've got nothing else on it, and I have used that LED mask this morning. And I think it's doing really well at the minute. And then I just use some moisturiser. Probably rubbing this in the wrong way. I know there's certain ways that you have to rub it like up, or whatever. That is it. And I have switched to this one, the Aveeno Oat Gel Moisturiser, which I feel has been good for me, and my eczema especially. And I think sometimes when it comes to facial eczema and whatnot, I do think mine was triggered by my false tan, so I've had to switch false tans to the Clomana one, which, to be fair, actually I gave it a bit of a bad review last time, didn't I? But I've used it again since then, and basically I just needed to exfoliate the area that my eczema was in after I washed it off. So like, do you know when you've got like that base, the shower dripping, you know when you've got that like base tan before you wash it off, right? It clung immediately, and I was like, oh my god, this is literally not supposed to do this. And then I washed it off, and there was still a mark there, but I just needed to rub over it, and that would have come off. So the Clomana so far is actually really good. So I've been enjoying that, and then that is it. That is literally it. So the cleansing, moisturising face mask, and that is literally all I've been doing for my skincare recently, and I don't think I'm going to introduce anything else before the wedding. The only other thing I've been using is like an eye makeup remover from Boots. This is literally like £1.50 or £2 or something. It was so cheap. And this is just to take my mascara off. And then I did actually pick up this. This cleanser is quite nice. However, This one is a little bit more expensive. Well, it's not more expensive, but you get less product. So I feel like with this one, I really try to only use this when I've got makeup on. So if I've got like a full face of makeup, I'll use this to remove it. A little bit like the Elemis cleansing balm that I was using, but I don't have any of that at the minute. But yeah, I've been using that kind of when I've got makeup on. I'll kind of go over with this first, get rid of the makeup, and then I'll cleanse again with this one just to kind of like properly clean my face. But I don't really wear full face of makeup that often, so it's lasting a little bit longer. But today's jobs are, I've got a couple of like bits and bobs to do, but taking priority of these nails. Look at that. Look how grown out they are. I've been putting this off for so long and I just needed to go. So I'm gonna go this morning and get them done. I'm thinking something like goldy with some, I don't know. I've been looking on Pinterest, so we'll see what it's like. But I'm gonna go back to that Luxe Nails just because they did a really good job of these ones, and I think that they would be good at like the idea, the vision that I've got in my head, and also they take walk-ins, which is just perfect for me. So yeah, I am gonna stick a wash on. Say hello, Billy. Obviously not this morning. So also, actually, I wanted to do a quick another review of these Boombas. Honestly, I hate to do this. These did not work at all. I tried it on with the dress that I bought them for. These were not cheap, and I've seen reviews on TikTok, and I don't know whether I'm doing it wrong, but I feel like it actually drags my boobs down. Oddly, I don't really understand how or why, but like when I put them under, like they're supposed to lift and like give you a bit of a cleavage, right? They're supposed to give you that like look. But I feel like when I put them on here, like I don't know, my boobs just kind of drag down. It's like they're too heavy for, I don't know, but either way, they're not for me. But I think the thing that's annoying me the most is that you can't return them, and like I say, they were cheap. No, not cheap, they were expensive, they were not cheap. So that is a little bit annoying, but I don't know, I feel like, I mean, I get why you can't return them because they're like, you know, you're putting them on your boobs, that makes sense, but yeah, it's just a shame. And I actually tried the dress on again that I bought them for, and I had my sister do the back up because it's like it's got a little bit of a corset tie at the back. So I got my sister to tie the corset bit at the back, and the dress actually looked better without the Boomba things in. So yeah, that unfortunately did not work out to plan. Hopefully I will be able to find a use for them another time. Just maybe it's not for that dress. Never mind. But yeah, I'm gonna get my mascara and stuff on, sort my eyebrows out, and then we're gonna go and get my nails done. Also, I'm actually cat sitting for my sister at the minute, so I'm just popping in this morning. I don't know where he is. I think I've probably introduced you guys to Max before. He's probably behind, oh no. Where is he? Max! Basically, I've been coming in twice a day. He's been a bit hit or miss, if I'm honest. Some days he's fine. Some days he's all over me. And other days he's like hissing. Just not a happy boy. Let's see if I can find him. I also need to open the curtains in the bedroom. He might be under the bed. Is there a kitty under the bed? Hello! He's down here. Hello, mister! Are you alright? Meow. I'm gonna feed you if you want to come out. Bless him, he's missing his mum. I've just eaten half my hair. I'm sure when he hears the food being opened, he'll be down. But he was alright last night, actually. Came and was like proper cuddling me and whatnot. So yeah, he's only got a little bit left. Let me pop that there. Clean out this bit. So Max actually has the like raw food that Billy used to. Like, Billy's still on catkin at the minute, but before that he was on like raw food, the same as what Max is. However, Billy's dead like picky. Not picky, but he just goes off things sometimes. He enjoyed the raw food for a long time and then just went off it. So I had to switch him. And he's enjoying catkin at the minute, but I will say that some of the flavours he's not enjoying as much anymore, so I don't know, we'll have to see. One thing I will say is that when he's on raw food, Billy was the same. Like, Max doesn't drink any water because there's enough water or like liquid in the raw food. Does that make sense? So Max also has a personalised bowl that Catherine made for him at like a pottery thing. I feel like I want to go and make Billy one. Billy's so picky, he probably decided that he doesn't like eating anymore since his bowl's changed. Eats off a plate now. One thing I will say that I don't miss about this raw food is that it's raw. Like, it's touching raw meat, but that's his breakfast. Let's see if we can get him out with a treat. Max! These are also one of the few things that Max can eat because he's a bit picky. Not picky, but like, he's got a sensitive stomach, shall we say. So these are the treats that Max has, because otherwise, I think she's tried him on Dreamies before and he'll eat them, he loves them, but then he throws them up, so... Max? He's not coming, I might have to go to him. Bless him, he's not coming out. Cats are so sensitive, aren't they? I've put a couple of treats for him under the bed, and hopefully when I come back later on tonight, he might come out, who knows? Okay, just been for my nails. How cool are they? Little swirly whirlies, little gold swirls. I just wanted something like a little bit out there, but not like, I don't know how to describe it. I mean, last month I had like very out there, like pastel design nails, whereas these are, they're out there, but they're also like not, if that makes sense. So yeah, love those. Cute, right? So those are my April/May nails. Love it. Oh, guys. Is there something that like causes sleep paralysis? Because I've just had a nap, if you can't tell. If you can't tell, my hair's like all over the place. I just had a nap and it was only an hour. But I swear to God, that entire hour was the most bizarre experience I think I've ever had. And I've had sleep paralysis before, but not quite like this. Like, I've had some scary ones, but today's was really weird. So I was in bed, right? Because I felt myself drifting off when I was on the sofa. It was actually when was I? I was driving, but it was when I was driving back from my nails. I was like, I'm kind of tired again. Like, maybe I should just have like an hour. Set my alarm and everything. And then it was as though I was asleep, but I could see through my eyelids. Like, I wasn't asleep, but my eyes were shut and I could see through my eyelids. And then I started having this experience that I was getting burgled, and the reason that I knew I was getting burgled was that the pictures on the wall in the bedroom were on the ceiling and somebody had moved them. Somebody had moved those pictures and I was like, I'm being burgled. I tried moving, I tried screaming, nothing was coming through. It was so bizarre. Oh, so I feel like I've not had a nap, no? Oh, very weird, but I've had ones before where it's mostly like that there are things or beings in the room with me, or that I'm being burgled. It's always horrible, like kind of nightmare type things that I get with the sleep paralysis, where it's like I feel like I'm trapped in my head and I'm screaming and whatnot, but I can't move, like physically can't move. Sorry, Billy is absolutely determined to be up on this windowsill with you guys. Let me put you here instead. So yeah, very odd experience. Like I say, I have had it a couple of times before, but it's not a common thing for me. But odd, very odd, and I don't know what that brought that on. Anyway, I'm just gonna do a quick tidy up, and then I think I need to have a look through my wardrobe and do a little bit of a clear out. See, I'm still so tired. I need to do a bit of a clear out of my wardrobe because there are a few things that just quite frankly don't fit anymore. So I'm going to pop a whole bunch of stuff on Vinted, I think. And yeah, let's crack on with that. Really sunny here. I took this behind. There we go.
I think that I'm going to hiding somewhere by a gated star. Baby, they ain't never gonna find me. I'm a renegade. I could be the one who saved you from this hard place. We could be as one and we'll escape. We could run away, we don't gotta stay. I can feel it, it burns inside me. Take away the pain, we can go insane. I can feel it, it burns inside me. We could run away, we don't gotta stay. I can feel it, it burns inside me. Take away the pain, we can go insane. Trust me, I won't let you down.
I'm using my torch on my camera to try and light this freaking room. There we go. Because my lights are, we made a decision to put like orange lights in the main lamps anyway, so that everything goes orange basically. So I just wanted to, I've put on in my pajamas obviously, I just wanted to say thank you so much for all the kind words and encouragement on my last video, which was the Matalan haul. I do really enjoy filming hauls, and I get that like I very rarely find something that I like, but I like trying things on and sharing my opinion and stuff like that. However, sometimes I do get a bit anxious because I feel like those are the videos that people who don't like me just really find that's like their target video of mine to come and be mean. And the thing about sharing size and stuff, I think a lot of you guys are right, it's not a me issue if people don't like me sharing my size. And I'm trying to think, I think actually it's like 1 or 2 people who've just commented repeatedly, so it's not actually the masses. Sometimes when I see comments and I start to, like, most of them, I would say like 99.9% of negative comments I just laugh off, and I think like, God, these people really never left high school, did they? But then like the 0.01%, I do question, I think, actually, am I that? Or am I what they're describing? Do you know what I mean? And I think with obviously my weight going up and down, sometimes I do get a bit conscious about whether I should be sharing my size, because I know that when I was bigger, I didn't share my size. And that was because I didn't like what size I was, to be honest. Like, even though I was probably my most confident self when I was bigger, it's a really, like, complicated thing to try and explain, but when I was bigger I was really confident in myself and things like that, but I just didn't like that number that I was like a 20 to 22. I just didn't want to share that because I knew people would use it to target me, and I know that's really the wrong mindset to have, but it's just the reality of putting yourself out on the internet. People are cruel and people are evil and people need to grow up basically. But now, like, I'm not as bothered about sharing my size, and I know that that's not like a good thing really, because I should be proud of whatever size I am, and there's nothing wrong with being a bigger size. But like, I think it's just the time I've spent on social media and knowing how mean people are, I would rather have kept that to myself at the time. And people are a little bit kinder towards smaller people, and that's the harsh reality of the world, and it's not the way it should be. This is where you get like fat phobia and like things like that. Just people, I don't know, this social norm of everyone must be a twig, otherwise they're not seen as acceptable. Do you know what I mean? I saw this TikTok the other day where it was a girl who was talking about, oh, so you don't like how I'm fat and you tell me to lose weight, but then you don't like how I choose to lose weight. I think she was touching on people who take like, what are they called? Weight loss injections and things. And she's saying, but then you don't like how I lose weight. But then when I do lose weight, I have to tell you how I lost it. And did I really lose it that way? Or did I take injections? And once you're finally thin enough to be accepted, we'll find something else to hate about you. And it's so true. Like, I feel like with my journey and like over the last like 5 years that I've been on this like social media thing, I've really learned that people are just grown-up bullies. Like, not everyone, obviously. Like, I would say like I say, 99.9% of people are lovely, but you do get those bullies who never grew up out of high school, who just are out to get you all the time. And sometimes it can be difficult to like put that aside and just think, well, they're the minority. It's all very easy to say, oh, just ignore them. But when someone's coming at you personally, then like it's hard not to bite back. And sometimes I do bite back, and then I'm the bad guy. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, I'm going on a bit of a weird rant, but I just want to say thank you again for being so lovely on my video, and I will continue to share my sizing because I do think it can be useful. But just like I said in that video, as long as people are aware that just because something fits in that size on me doesn't mean that it's going to look the same on you. And I think that's another part of social media that has warped our minds into thinking, oh, well, she looks good in it, so why don't I? Like that kind of thinking. But I'm going to end this vlog here because I feel like I've gone on a really big rant that I wasn't intending on going on. But this is our relationship, isn't it? I rant, you listen, and you comment, and I reply. Yeah. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, go hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.
Baby, let me love you, let me love you.